Hello to everyone. Hello, and welcome to Marine Engineering Learnings. We have changed our channel name because, yes, due to the reason, first of all, we have mostly focused, yes, on the marine engineering itself and what is, let's say, associated with that. And also, yes, your questions, yes, will help a lot to produce additional, let's say, material in order to yes, improve the overall, let's say, performance of the individuals and the industry itself. So in today's live stream, I will explain the reasons why more and more skill experts um, are not joining, let's say, the companies because for many decades, most of the companies have think that they are able to attract with their salaries that they are, let's say, setting, that they are able to attract the individuals. But this is not true anymore. And for the companies that were able to understand that and create that environment that really value their people, uh, not only by the salary, but also showing a connection, let's say, between the people. Yes, this is the environment which will go much more further, and you don't have to spend, let's say, millions as they think. It is just the setup itself. So also for myself, looking to myself as well, because wherever I'm sharing, also I'm looking first of all to myself, and also, yes, how I would like, and um how the people would like for myself to behave, let's say, to them, and this is taken in account. But I know the market, it's wild. Okay, it's wild because it just says, okay, take this money and that's all. I truly believe, yes, that the individuals nowadays and the new generations are not that linked to the amount of money itself. So I don't think, yes, that is the first and the most important thing. But what I think really is that a great environment to work and how you are being seen in the company itself, it plays, yes, it plays a really huge role. So for sure, we have, let's say, to accomplish some specific roles and assignments within the organization. But if we have an organization that does not hear the people and just focus, let's say, on their own opinions, this is not a live organization. So this is an organization that are not going further anymore. It is not showing, yes, that your voice is being heard, and this is very important. Even if you are wrong, let's say, for example, it is good all the voices to be heard, because from any kind of additional input, you are able to make a better decision making for your company, because the company itself, it's a live organism, it's a live interactions. So it's not static, it is continuously evolving as the society itself. So we have to have a much clearer, a much broad view of what is happening. Similar to, let's say, to the all positions around, it does not matter. It is, let's say, in the manufacturing, it is in the factory, it is in the airlines. So the more broad we see the things, the more better decision making we are able to do. And yes, recently, because I was searching, yes, and I came back again to, let's say, the job market as well. I'm looking a lot of similar positions. They are coming again and again and again. And what I have noticed from the view of the shipping roles, um, which I'm not looking at the moment this direction, let's say for the technical superintendent, or let's say some office jobs, most of these companies are located very far from, let's say, most of individuals. And what is happening, these companies are forced to the individuals and to their families to change their location of living. So basically, all the model has been designed. Okay, yes, you're working for this company. You should change, let's say, your location of living. And this shows a completely, let's say, an industry which goes to the wrong direction. For the reason why, because you are the one who became, let's say, flexible for, let's say, these industries, but uh, they are not able to become flexible for you. So there is a huge gap between, let's say, the industry and the individuals. And as I told you before, as we have discussed as well, that when you have from both sides mutual um, alignment on similar things, then you have the better progress. But what we have at the moment is just one directional requirement basis of what they are paying to you, and that's all. So this is why I also change my approach. I change the shift of how I'm thinking, and I believe a lot of people, yes, have changed their direction to the reason to become more environmentally sustainable as well. So this is, yes, one of the focus. So you have to save your time. One of very important things. It's by saving time, which is very important. And what is the next thing is that um, you are more calm, because yes, when you are young, let's say when you do not have kids, you are able, let's say, to move much more freely. But when you have to build, let's say, a family, and you have, let's say, some responsibility on different things, then yes, it becomes more difficult. So you are not able to focus to the company itself for the long term, because it absorbs a lot of power, a lot of energy for a really prolonged time. So what is happening now at the moment, these roles will not be filled. And you can see that it's a repetitive event that is happening. So it repeats for months and months and years. And if there is no decisions taken, if there is no changes will be taken, this will have an ongoing effect by these positions will not be filled. So all this work will not be done. It will be left, let's say, on around. And also looking to myself as well, um, I see, yes, that there is no such individuals available at the moment, because first of all, most of them has burnout, and yes, I don't know even how they are able to feel. So it shows like, yes, there is no way that these positions will be filled by somebody else. Because first of all, yes, the conditions of working are really disastrous, my friend. And this, yes, if you're looking to the hours of working, if you're looking, let's say, to the stress level, it does not pay off of what you will, let's say, pass there. That is true. If you are thinking this way. So I have my book here. I have my book, which is I get it from Academy. It is very nice book, and this is the only book that I left, let's say, from the Academy, because most of the books are very technical. This is related with the accidents and the incidents on the vessel. So it can be implemented for a lot of industries as well, because the vessel itself, it is a dynamic environment which is continuously changing, and based on this experience, you are able to do a much better decision making of how to avoid, let's say, mistakes, or how to avoid difficult, let's say, situations in the working environment. It is really good book. So it has the certificate of ILO. And yes, this is a book for ILO, it's International Labor Office. Accidents, prevention on board ship at sea and in port. So it has covered both topics. Very, very nice. I really like it because from here you can run a lot of scenarios, a lot of real scenarios. And if you would like, we can also take some of these scenarios, we will explain them, we will take live, and you will ask also questions based on these scenarios. It is on Greek. I can translate both, let's say, languages. If you're interested, we can run through it. It's a very great book. And yes, it covers most of, let's say, the accidents that can happen on board the vessel. So it's really, really crucial for an officer that are sailing on board the vessels or sailing, let's say, or working in the ports. What is the accidents or incidents that can happen? Because if you do not have the understanding of what incidents and accidents can happen from each individual operation, that makes the working environment much more difficult. So yes, the responsible person, he will think a lot, but the a responsible person will not think at all. So basically, he will not care for all the things and will not take them in account, leading later on to the real accidents and incidents, which will not be able to prevent it. And also, since it's not able to be prevented, these accidents and incidents will be escalated furthermore. Escalated furthermore because, yes, there is no understanding properly what is the thing is involved in the accident, in the incident, and how we're able to break the line chain and the chain of reaction from this accident. So, my dear friends, stay safe. Please tell me in the comments if you would like, let's say, to run through this book, one of the live streams, and I will answer most of your questions in order to make you understand, okay, what we have here, what is involved, and how we are able, let's say, to resolve it. For sure, there can be many, many inputs and also inputs from your side. It's also welcome because we will look, let's say, the thing from multi-directional view and also basis on your experience as well, what you have faced, let's say, on the vessel or in the port, we will able to establish much better practices, as we call it, let's say, best practices. Thank you very much, my dear friends. Stay tuned, stay healthy and safe. Bye-bye.